I've never met a single person in my life who doesn't have that desire for a great life and great things in general. But even though that's the case, I keep asking myself this curious question that if every single individual in this world wants to be great, then why 99% of them are not great? Why does 99% of them are pathetic and living miserable lives? And it's a thought provoking question if you can sit down and give it a thought. And as I keep on exercising that curiosity and digging deep into that question, that's when it actually started to make sense. That's when I got to realize that this whole thing starts with an attitude. Not having the right attitude can be the root cause of why 99% of people are living in misery. Why 99% of people are not prosperous. A tiny little thing like attitude have the power, to change and also influence, your whole entire life trajectory. But now the critical question is that how can we correct, how can we, salvage this particular problem in order for us to be able to be, spontaneous and also prosperous? I always tell people in my community that sometimes to fix a problem, you don't have to look any further. We obsess over fixing big problems, but we intend to forget those small ones. But little do we know that those small ones are the ones that makes a huge difference. They are so powerful because they're the ones that sets, the foundation. Like for an example, it starts with you fixing your bed every single morning when you wake up. Essentially that builds discipline because where you sleep says a lot about you. Those small habits eventually they will turn into your mindset. It starts with you not cleaning your room, not fixing your bed. It goes to such an extent where you don't even look after yourself, and if you don't look after yourself, then your self-image will start to change. Then changing your life will become extremely difficult, will become 10 times harder than before. And it all started with an attitude, guys. If you can fix your attitude, you can fix your life, because your attitude has the infinite power to dictate whether you live a life of abundance or whether you live a life of mediocrity. Remember that it's so easy to audition for mediocrity, but it's extremely harder to get yourself out of that mindset, out of that habit. So with all that being said, I have a task for you guys. I want you to, spend the entire week, intensively focusing on fixing those small, problems that needs to be salvaged in order for you to take your life from point A to point B. And if you're looking to accelerate your progression and also get instant results, then there's an online course that I've created where I talk more about how to change the way you think in order for you to see drastic changes in your life. So if you're interested, all you really need to do is to click that link in my description, and that link will take you straight to my Telegram, and from there you'll be provided with the necessary information on what you need to do in order for you to view the course. So hopefully I will see you there. So guys, my name is Johannes. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. See you next time. Cheers.